what's going on here is that UEFA want a tournament representative of how football should look, which is commercial viability and fans providing the jeopardy and the energy that helps players produce a product that is more marketable and more user-friendly for the people that are viewing it around the world.
Yeah, but it also shows, Simon, that they were foolish to gamble on the 12-city tournament decision this close to the tournament.
No, not really, because the resolution is that people that haven't got their own economies in order or haven't got their own vaccine programs in order will reap the whirlwind. We can have a land grab, thank you very much. We can turn around and say, our house is in order. We have the infrastructure. We have the vaccine criteria. Thank you very much. We'll host the lot.
Seriously?
Yeah, why not? Why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we be in that position? We as a country have worked incredibly hard, besides the vilification that we get for some of the mistakes that we've made, to have a vaccine programme that's fit for purpose. If the other countries haven't, then this is the byproduct in sporting terms. So I think, despite the protestations that people will say, well, hang on, you're going to import more people that potentially want to come and watch football, and also we're going to allow our country to be the victims of our own success because we're going to allow football fans to congregate, I'm in the camp of about time now we start learning to live with COVID, but rather than learning to be fearful of it. So I'm in the camp now of saying, open up the country, let's move, please, thank you very much. And football is part of it.
This is a moment of opportunism. It's here for England if England
I don't
want
think it's opportunism. I think it's an opportunity to be able to say that we're fit for purpose, and football stadia is part and parcel of our product. And the UEFA European Championships are of fundamental importance to sport, and sports are fundamentally important to the country. Bang, yes, thank you very much, we'll host as many as you want.
Is it wrong to punish host cities who so close to the tournament are unable to host fans and then punish that nation? They're all ready for it. They provided the stadia.
Yeah, they've provided the stadia, but I'm sure UEFA, when they said we're going to make the decision at this stage, make sure you're in cahoot with your government, the rollouts are done properly with the vaccines, so that you can host and we can have fans in the stadiums. They've not been able to do that. I think, like Simon said, I think we've done fantastic with our rollout. Over 50% of adults in the country have been vaccinated, and that's going up all the time. And if that gives us the opportunity to then host more games, happy days.
But, I mean, the Olympics, no spectators coming in from here, there and anywhere.
It'll take away.
We've seen football for so long with no fans. Does it make that much of a difference? See crowd effects on it, play it out.
It'll make a huge difference to the athletes, both in football and in the Olympics. You know, that adrenaline, that excitement around the stadium, they're not going to have that. We can offer that as a country, and why shouldn't we? Because we've done the vaccine rollout, and I think it's a great opportunity to showcase what we've got regarding stadiums. You look at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, absolutely supreme to anything I've ever seen.
Of course.
Well, the FA, Simon, are expected to say to UEFA is planning for Wembley to be 50% full for the semi-finals and the final. So it's full steam ahead on that. What you're saying this morning is go for it. Any other host nation that loses the matches that were scheduled to be played in the Euros, grab them and play them here in England.
Your setup is have empathy for those countries that can't host it because of the criteria that they're not going to meet, that UEFA would have said at some point we need a criteria.
Exactly.
They haven't just pulled it out of the bag. They've been telling them for some time, and now they're giving them a deadline. So we are in a situation where, and I know there'll be a lobby saying, hang on, if you open this up, we are actually marching towards an increase in the spread of the virus. Every time we open the bloody world, we're going to have that. We've just got to learn to live with it. And football occupies such fundamental precedence that I think that we have an opportunity here to set a societal... I don't like football and sport being leveraged, but this is something that can be leveraged for the right reasons, which is society getting back to normal and understanding that the world will exist. We're not going to not have normality again. We're not going to live in this COVID time for the rest of our lives that some people seem to think we want to or will be. So I think it's a real opportunity for sport to lay down a marker, and also for us to be able to illustrate to UEFA that we can host these tournaments and we've got the infrastructure. So the next time the World Cup comes around, we'll have that as a marker as well.